When you were growing up, were you identified either formally or informally as gifted? It's a question I've been asking my clients lately. Turns out the vast majority of them were. So I'll get one of two responses. One is, oh, how'd you know? How'd you guess? It's like they're embarrassed. They somehow let it slip. The other response I'll get is, me? Are you kidding? I was terrible at math or English or fill in the blank, whatever it was. And then they'll think about it and they'll say, oh, but there was that one time when the teacher was telling my parents that I was really bright in whatever it was. Turns out that growing up gifted can lead to any number of blocks that are going to cause you to procrastinate. Let me give you just a really simple example. Not simple, but one of the many ways that it can cause problems. There's a field called executive functioning, and that's a real umbrella term. But within executive functioning, there's a number of things that can get triggered with giftedness. One of them is time management, and another is like breaking a goal down into separate tasks, and then following through on those tasks, which involves the time management, to accomplish the goal. And this turns out to be a real problem for a lot of gifted people for a couple reasons. When they're growing up, they don't need help breaking a goal down for, say, like a book report or a science display for the science fair, because they just do it. They can do it like that. They don't need to break it up and do it over time. Meanwhile, their peers are off getting help from mom and from dad to make this display, and it takes time for them. Then they grow up, and at some point, middle school, high school, a college or grad school, maybe even their first job, they hit something that they can't just do. And now they look around and everyone else is doing it, breaking it up, following it through, because they learned when they were younger, and they don't know how. And they think, I guess I'm stupid after all, because I don't know how to do this thing that everyone else knows. But they never learned it growing up. Plus, there's something about the way their brains develop. So when the other kids are actually able to learn that skill, these kids are still in the state of just sponge soaking it all in. Okay. So they end up thinking they're stupid. They don't learn the skills. And then they show up on my doorstep saying, I guess I'm lazy. I guess I'm stupid. I guess I just can't do that. But I really want to. And so we end up tapping. We end up to get rid of the underlying I'm stupid or lazy, whatever it is. And then it's time to learn the skills. So I want to tell you, it's a myth. It's a very common myth that if someone is gifted, they're going to succeed wherever they go. The truth is, if you're growing up gifted and you're not provided the support you need, the specific kind of support, and you're not surrounded by the type of people that are going to help you get that support, you're very likely to become an underachiever. That's the truth. Gifted folks are likely to become underachievers. That doesn't have to be you. I'm going to tell you that right out. Okay, you can achieve whatever you want to, but you need to get the resources and you need to get the training to figure out how to do that. Okay, so first of all, a couple resources. If you're interested in this, you want to find out more, there's a couple websites you can go to. One is SENGifted, SENGIFTED.org. So SENG stands for Social and Emotional Needs of the Gifted. And that is a good source. The other one is Northwest Gifted Child Association, and they have a website, nwgca.org. And on that site, if you're to find the president's slide deck for her deck for her presentation, that's really useful. Go through that, and you're going to see a number of ways that it shows up, giftedness shows up, and how it can actually lead to problems for the person who's suffering from giftedness. And then if this is something that's been holding you back, if you think this might be you, give me a call. Let's talk about it. Let's see if I can maybe help you on this. Okay? I'm Nancy at unblockresults.com. And until next time, happy tapping.